Hi guys, so this is my YouTube channel. My name is Tansy, and as you may have read in the description or seen in my previous videos, this is a YouTube channel integrating music, singing, and service. So for a club named Gawad Kalinga that's based in the Philippines. So just to talk a little bit about why this channel exists. In my school, there's this semester program, independent study program, called Catalyst, and we're given one semester, no program, no rubrics, there are rubrics, but no set grading, and we are just left to create a project or a business or anything that we want, that we're passionate about. And so I automatically knew that I wanted to combine music and service. Music is important to me because it just has been a part of my life since I can remember. It's such a monumental part of my life. My dad taught me how to harmonize in church since, I don't know, I was 3, since we were going to church, and my grandmothers both love to sing so much. My grandmother wanted to become a professional singer, and she has like a record and everything, but it's just for fun. But yeah, they've always kind of reflected their passions onto me, and I've just grown up surrounded by music, and I just love it so much. So yeah, and then service, I was introduced to it truly in 8th grade. I went to a service trip. I went on a service trip for this club called Gawad Kalinga, which is based in the Philippines. I didn't really have a real reason to join Gawad Kalinga in the beginning. It was like I heard about it from my brother. He was in it in high school, and that was kind of the main reason why I did it, to just see what he was talking about, because he was always coming home from the trips and his mind was blown. His heart had been changed, you know. So I really wanted to see what he was going on about, right? Like how much could he have changed from 4 days in the Philippines? So I went on this trip, and my life was actually changed. I met people that I would never meet in Singapore, which is where I live. I talked to so many people and learned about their stories, and it was so different from the interactions that I have on a daily basis in Singapore. And what I was amazed by was the beneficiaries' sense of hope and sense of community. They all came from slums in the Philippines that are really just survival of the fittest, really hard. They were sleeping on pieces of wood. They could barely eat. They could, barely make ends meet. And, GK what their plan is to eradicate poverty in the Philippines by not only just like building homes and just throwing people in there, but creating communities. They have like a value formation process where, they help create good people coming into the communities. And I was just so in love with GK, and I still am so in love with GK. And something that I was even more drawn to in Gawad Kalinga was the great emphasis on music. And not only in Gawad Kalinga, in the Philippines in general. If you have a Filipino friend, or you are Filipino, or you've ever even encountered a Filipino, you know that they love music, and I love that so much. I could so connect with them when, they sang, and I just loved it. So with those two passions in mind coming into this semester, I was certain that I wanted to create a project that integrated the two. So what I wanted to do was to create an awareness project, because I know that in Singapore, it's one of the most economically successful nations in the world. And that's great, but sometimes we get lost in the luxuries that this country has to offer. And, we forget that our lives are so easy here and so great. It's a bubble. And we kind of disregard the problems that happen in other countries, because it doesn't affect us. Like, as humans, it's hard to care when you're doing so well. That's the kind of mindset that sometimes you encounter in Singapore or in SAS. And I love Singapore. Just a disclaimer, I love Singapore, but yeah, it's just a different lifestyle. And so I really wanted to bring awareness to the extremely terrible and heartbreaking problems that Filipinos that I meet in the GK villages have had to go through. And I really just wanted to like shed some light on the problems that are occurring, because I think it's important to build empathy, to understand our world, and to become a better person. So yeah, that's my project. I hope you enjoy my YouTube channel. Please leave in the comments down below song requests if you want more information about GK. I'm linking the GK website and the SAS GK website. And I hope to see you more. Thank you.